We are back, bringing you coverage of round 2, game 1. Ian Shaw versus Patrick Holland, my co-host.
That would be me, yes.
Ian Shaw piloting Cawblade, while Patrick Holland pilots Blue Black Tezzeret.
I'm a fan of Tezzeret. I'm trying to make him work a little bit better, but I think he's a little bit more of an aggro.
I kind of like that Tempered Steel build that Mac has going on.
Mac has a very, very solid deck with that Tempered Steel
nice.
Tezzeret.
I like it. It gives it some reach for sure. I mean, Tempered Steel is obviously a big force in block constructed, but not as much in standard.
I don't think. Yeah. I mean,
25% of the Pro Tour. It's the most represented deck there, but I think it's kind of the easiest deck to pilot as well.
I don't know. I really like Tempered Steel by itself. I really like
Play Dudes, swing. Tempered Steel, swing.
And Tezzeret isn't the main focus of the deck. You don't need Tezzeret to win. He's a really good support character.
He is very good. And he fetches you dudes, he fetches you more gas. Or he pumps your guys.
Tumble Magnets, I'm not sure if Mac runs them, but definitely some sort of way to support your guys to get through damage.
I mean, unless you're a hyper-aggressive build, there's no reason not to.
And it's even better because nowadays not many people are running mass removal. They're running it in the side, so your game 1 matchup is really positive.
Actually, you know what I was even thinking? I was thinking about playing Spell Skites in Valakut.
Spell Size Valakut's probably positive. I like Spell Skites.
Well, I'll pay 2 life. Your Tumble Magnet will tap down my Spell Skite, and I will beat your face in with my Titan.
Delicious.
I really hate Tumble Magnet.
These matches against Ian, Spell Skite caused me a lot of issues because I can't use Tezzeret's -1.
It's really annoying because you can just, make a target of that.
Yeah, and
really annoying.
It's very annoying. It poses a lot of problems.
I do not enjoy that card.
After this week, I ended up putting in my sideboard 4 Twisted Images because Spell Skites were such a huge issue with this.
It's not a bad... That's pretty good.
Yeah, Twisted Images are really good.
I like that.
Especially if you play another Rug player who decides to get cute with their Cursor Golem, you Ancestral Recall.
That seems alright. It's pretty good against me, too. Good against Battlement.
Over here.
And it worse. If you board them in, don't see the Spell Skites. You just can't trip.
Yeah, and I'll play my own Spell Skite.
Oh, they're going to do battle.
So I figure I can drop my Tezzeret here.
So
he'll make it target his Spell Skite. I'll remake it target my Spell Skite. And we'll go into an infinite loop where hopefully he'll just pay a bunch of his life. Or at least that was the idea behind it.
Does it end up working?
I'm not sure if I actually do it, so we're going to find out. I'm not sure why I was reading Squadron Hawk. I'm not entirely sure. I think it was an Enter the Battlefield. Or if it was Cast was what I was looking at. I'm not entirely sure how that's relevant right now, because I can't see most of what's in my hand, but I believe I have a Worm Coil, another land.
Maybe you just don't know what Squadron Hawk does.
No, I know what Squadron Hawk does. We're seeing as I run Cawblade. And there is a Tezzeret in my hand.
I suppose, man. I guess. I don't know.
And
people don't know what Valakut does. Maybe you don't know what... Maybe you just never heard of Squad Hawk.
What does Squad Hawk do?
I think he has his own squadron of Hawks.
He does have his own squadron of Hawks. I like it.
Yeah, no, I think he brings a squadron with him.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's what I've heard.
I like it. That's useful. It's pretty useful. Now, see here, I really wanted to bring out that Tezzeret, but with his deck, he always has a counter spell.
Yep, Spell Pierce or Mana Leak.
Always has it.
I mean, the deck
there's no point in time
he
doesn't have it
so efficiently.
And I'll Mana Leak, trying to draw out his so I can play my Tezzeret next turn. He'll pay the 3. Yep.
Card is annoying.
Yep. I don't know why I keep reading these cards that I already know what they do.
Oh, that's a card right there for me. Public Enemy number 1.
Batter Skull. That's a lot of people's Public Enemy number 1.
I really dislike that card. So did you hear about the Star City Games Invitational?
What about it?
Vampires won.
Wow. I did not hear about that. I know Vampires is doing really well.
Yeah, Vampires won the whole thing.
$75,000, is it?
Something like that. I don't think that much.
I thought it was something
really
considerable. I thought it was $75,000.
Maybe that's TCG Player.
Maybe.
I think that's TCG Player. I don't know what the prize was, but I know Vampires won.
I think I'm gonna have to check that out. Was there anything unique about the list?
Hero of Oxidridge.
What?
Hero of Oxidridge.
In Vampires.
Yeah.
What?
And I mean...
okay. Yeah, I can see that. For some reason, when you said Hero of Oxidridge, I was thinking Hero of Bladehold. I was like, splashed white?
Yes.
Yeah, Oxidridge makes a lot more sense.
It does. It swings a turn earlier, too.
Yeah, and they can't block. Your Vampires just go through and...
Yep. just get there.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, and he said in an interview after it that he just did not keep a hand that couldn't kill his Terran 2 Stoneforge.
I like it.
I like it too.
There's no reason to, because once I get that Stoneforge active, if you have no answers for it, there's no reason to keep your hand, because that's such a huge play.
It is, for sure. Seems like they always have it too.
Yeah.
Just seems like they always have it.
I don't necessarily always keep a hand that has that doesn't have a Stoneforge. Like, I usually just, if it has like a Squad Hawk, if it has answers, counter spells, I usually just can try and draw into it.
Yep, for sure. I mean, you have a lot more draw power too.
I'm not a guy who really likes to mulligan a lot. I'd rather keep like a subpar hand that still has some action than go down that extra card.
I will most definitely. I mulligan pretty aggressively.
I found that one out.
Yeah. I mean, mulligan, what did I last week? Like 5 out of my last 6 games?
I'm just really not a fan of mulliganing unless I absolutely deathly have to.
I mean,
I like keeping that extra card advantage, and I'd rather draw into what I need to.
I feel like some people do.
As I hit another Tezzeret
they do overrate the importance of that 6th card. Or 7th card, rather.
It also depends if I'm on the play or the draw, also. I'm more inclined to mulligan if I'm on the draw.
Yeah, for sure, but, I mean, again, I talked about it earlier, I think, while you were taking a break, but you almost need to look at your first couple turns ahead and think about whether or not the hand you have is going to be able to put your deck in a situation you not only win the game, but you can set up a decent enough board state to give your deck a chance and make your deck do what it wants to do.
Well, I think here in the situation that we have, we know what deck everyone's playing pretty much every week with the same crowd. Or if you go to a Star City, it changes it up because you don't see the same decks or same people. You know people's playstyle, you know what they do, you know what tech.
So it's almost easier to mulligan.
Yeah, it is, because you know what you need and what you don't need. Myself, I usually play control decks. I love playing control decks. I'm not really a big aggro player.
For sure.
So I feel more inclined to keep it if I have heavy control rather than with this, how it is.
I'm kind of all over the place. I don't stick with the same deck for a long time.
You run Valakut, you run Boros, you've run Mass Polymorph, you've run...
I ran Precursor Golem.
Tainted
Strike
Strike with a Distortion Strike.
That was fun. That was fun. I ran Blue Eye Control for a while.
You did.
Yep.
I remember that.
I did not do as well with that deck. I think I would do a lot better this go around.
Yeah. So Tezzeret Impulses, look at the top 5. And take out a Tumble Magnet, which is very key.
If I had that War and Peace, I can't say I wouldn't play Boros again.
Yeah.
Though. I really like that deck.
Boros?
That deck is very fun to play.
I know. Those Cunning Spark Mages, Basilisk Collar, they can get very annoying.
I ran Blue Black Infect one week too.
Did you?
Funny story, I forgot my deck. I forgot Boros at my house.
That's something.
So I had to play Blue Black Infect that Alex had on him.
I like Blue Black Infect overall.
Came in 4th.
It needs something else to go with it, but...
I've been working on a list with Bladed Agent.
Bladed Agent's good.
I really like him.
Bladed Agent.
I really like him.
Bladed Agent can set that deck apart.
Yeah, I really like Chain Throat Seeker too, but I don't know if I have...
I don't like Chain Throat Seeker. I don't like him at all.
I don't think I have the Fortitude to play him in Standard. Now here we've got double Spellskite on board. We've got a Jace, a Tezzeret, and a Stoneforge, and I'm really surprised he hasn't cheated in that Batterskull yet.
Yeah, I was actually wondering this in the match, why he wasn't bringing it out at all, and then here you go.
As if on cue.
I swear, people, we haven't actually watched this one before. We're just kind of going right into it, and wow. Oh, he's looking at it. Yeah, he's going to do it.
He's
going to Feast and Famine.
Wait, did he just play the sword?
No. Yeah, well, he cheated in it because he tapped the sword, the Stoneforge.
Or is he going to cheat in... Wait. Okay.
He's going to equip it to the Spellskite, which is interesting.
Bounce your Spellskite.
Yeah.
Swing.
And I make a casual joke here, like, redirect it to your Spellskite. It's a pain in the ass dealing with Spellskite, Jace, and Stoneforge. I believe Patrick Chapin on his Twitter one of these days had a pretty good tweet. Legacy is an extremely good format. It's great because you can play with the most powerful cards of all time. That have been, like Jace and Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was pretty funny, too.
That was probably my favorite tweet, I think, so far, and that I've seen on Twitter. I remember rolling and laughing about that one, like, all day.
There are some good ones, for sure.
Twitter always has some gold nuggets. I think I might make an FNM TV Twitter. I think that might be positive.
Oh, that right there is pretty gross.
Batterskull is gross. It's very gross.
I'm just.
It does exactly what the name says. It just batters you. It beats you down. And I thought Bone Horde was going to be the end-all, be-all living weapon for this set. And Batterskull just comes out and he
blows out of the water. I mean,
the thing is though,
you haven't hit any land drops.
No, I hit my first 4. To be fair, though, this deck, it really only needs 4. However, I'm staring at that Worm Coil engine in my hand.
I don't know. I feel like your deck, it's a little bit lighter on hand disruption than Blue-Black Control was. Just because you are running Tezzeret.
Yeah.
In place of, like, more Duress or whatever. Well, that would be Despise, correct?
Yeah.
Probably a 2-2 split.
Honestly, I think if I'm running it, I'm running 4 Inquisition and 2 Despise.
Yep.
I'm doing a 6 discard suite.
Yep, for sure. I mean, that definitely takes a little bit off of the amount of thrust you can run too.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like the other deck, it was more of a control feel. That deck was really frustrating to play against.
What?
Blue-Black Control.
Blue-Black Control I love. That's my bread and butter. Everybody who knows me knows that Blue-Black Control is my bread and butter. I love it. I will choose to play it over Cawblade almost any time.
I think you're more comfortable with it.
I am definitely more comfortable with Blue-Black Control. And there's really my Hex Parasite, which he's going to mana leak, and I'm going to cry a little bit inside.
Okay, because that would have been a pretty big play, because you could have drained the Jace.
And I'll replay
Spellskite.
And just try and keep eating those counters off his Jace. And here's not the correct play after I realized this afterwards, that Tezzeret cannot deal damage, it's loss of life, and loss of life cannot be redirected to Planeswalkers.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Not like it matters, because honestly I'm getting my ass beaten pretty badly.
I mean, yeah, you're so far behind off the Batterskull and the Stoneforge and whatnot. So, I mean, I don't think it matters if Jace is gone or not. I mean, if he has another Jace.
He's going to play another Jace. I already know he is. Like, as soon as I did it, I knew he had a second Jace in his hand already. It's just one of those things that you have a feeling for.
Yeah, no. Sometimes you just know from your intuition, for sure.
And especially just the way... If you play Jace more aggressively, usually you know they have the second Jace in their hand also.
Absolutely.
And as you can see, it is actually the front card in his hand that he's thinking about playing.
No, you slam it here.
Yeah, I'd probably windmill slam that Jason.
You slam it, bounce it, swing, untap, beat face.
Yeah, there's really not a lot of thinking that should be going on.
Batter some skulls. Yup.
My skull gets battered here, that's for sure. Thinking in hindsight, if I'm playing Tezzeret, I'm definitely going to make it a more aggressive deck, Vault Scourges, and
kind of like the Tempered Steel deck.
Yeah, honestly, I really like Max deck. Like, if I was going to make a Tezzeret deck, I don't like copying other people's decks, but Max deck is so efficient with how it runs.
It is very efficient. I don't know if I would play Tempered Steel.
I'd probably do like an Esper build.
More like a Blue-Black aggro deck.
Esper build with Dispatches.
I saw Esper Tezzeret, actually. Esper Tezzeret, it's pretty good. I like it better than Grixis.
Yeah.
Although Grixis,
well, I don't know. Grixis has a lot of...
I haven't seen Volt Charge played yet. Volt Charge could be real good.
Volt Charge is a good card. Volt Charge is like one of the best cards. I can't
decide if I like it more than Stagger Shock. Pyromancer Ascension.
No, I don't. I like Stagger Shock, but not as much as I like Volt Charge. Simply because it allows you to... Koth, he's going to be the next big Planeswalker. There's no doubt about it, in my opinion, that Koth is going to be the next big Planeswalker once this rotation hits. Assuming Liliana Vess isn't crazy, but...
Yep. Well, we're going to wrap this one up.
Yeah, we have a long match here.
Yeah.
So that was Ian Shaw crushing and battering my skull to a 1-0 victory over here. We're going to go on to Game 2 and see if my Tezzeret deck can do any sort of positive karma to his deck.
Seems like a bad matchup for you.
It's pretty bad, to be perfectly honest. In hindsight, like I said, I'd build the deck a little bit differently. But
well, we'll see. Then we can learn. We can make the changes.
Definitely. So follow us onto Game 2 and subscribe. JT and Pat signing out for this round.